Hmm. Tuesday, the 21st. Greetings all. I don't really have a topic today, just resting and seeing what comes. Seems what's big on everybody's screen is dealing with, yeah, how we find ourselves now being locked down and watching ways of dealing with what's going on without clear information on what's going on. And I just watched a really, for me, informative video. If anybody likes to look it up, Dr. Rashad Uttar. Boy, he's a brave man. He's really well educated and seems to putting himself out there in a way that I find very courageous. Anyway, it seems like new information is coming in about the virus. It's not mainstream by any means, but people are really questioning the official story, and I think that's healthy. And in the questioning, seeing expressions of life that are participating in it, whether or not they're doing it knowingly from I could say, a bad intention or not, there are consequences. And then how do we deal with that? Oh, that brings me on the thread in a way. It's like in our culture, we've got this whole idea of punishment, and I think we've known for years that this orientation doesn't really work. And so, I guess every culture has had a way of dealing with expressions of life that find themselves on the other side of the law. Or yeah, it's interesting just to explore. Is there a more beautiful way of inviting people? I saw an exquisite video of this woman working in prisons where she invited everybody in a big circle, and then she read out a list of things. How many of you had trauma growing up? How many of you had this? How many of you had that? And in the end, everybody was inside the circle, and people were moved deeply. And these were, people that had, and just seeing how many of the people that find themselves in those circumstances were functioning through trauma vortexes or trauma information. I don't know anybody that doesn't have any conditioning or any old information. There's some people that have very little of it. Adyashanti is one of those, but most of us have had, a whole slew of both informational trauma and conditioning. And by the time we have any discrimination, those are so well established that we're used to looking through that filter, and it's hard to even see that there's a filter. Anyway, ramblings on a Tuesday morning. There's a quality of attention that produces a sense of me and you, and there's a quality of attention that invites a deep felt sense of no boundaries and love. One way you can play with that is our eyes, is for those of us that have eyes that work, is through the eyes. And when the baby is born, it doesn't really have the capacity to focus its eyes. It's the light just comes in, and slowly the eyes learn to focus. But if you'd like to play, just take a moment and rest, and just see if you can imagine that your eyes are holes, and you don't have to look to see, that the light just comes in by itself. And just giving that a few moments, a minute or two, and just sensing if something in your system responds to just playing like that. For many people, it opens up into a sense of presence, but just see what your experience is and just play and see if it's useful to you. Wishing you all a beautiful moment here and now, and love always. Ciao for now.